starting entrepreneur, I have so many different hats I have to wear. What I mean is that I am involved all the way from the finding of the property, all the way to the renovation, to then also creating all the events, dealing with the experience, doing the marketing, doing the financials and the accounting. There's so many endless things that I have to do every single day and non-stop. And how do I do it? Well, on one side, I'm a little bit of a psychopath. I think you have to be. But most importantly, I have some systems and some processes in place that help me always stay organized and help me always get shit done consistently. So today I'm going to share with you those 5 main hacks that I use to do exactly that. I'm going to show you how I use and implement these hacks throughout my entire day. But actually, the first 2 hacks start before I even go and do anything. The first one is actually to exercise, to take care of your physical health. Why? It's not to look good and to feel good, that's also important, but more and more I've started doing workouts, yoga, meditation, and many of these different things to increase my attention, to be more focused. I can feel it when I don't work out that I'm a little bit, groggy and not feeling as good, not as productive throughout my day. So that's the number one thing, very, very important thing. The second one is to know exactly what to even focus on, especially when you have so many different things on your plate. Which one should you even focus on in the first place? And for that, I use the importance versus urgency matrix. All right, I'm going to show you exactly how it works, okay? So on this scale right here, we have importance. And on this one, we have urgency, which means that all the different tasks that are going to be right here are important and urgent. For me, urgent is something that needs to be done this specific week, but at the same time, it's also very important, right? So right here, for example, one of the things I have to do is we have a move-in today. It is extremely urgent and also very important because if I don't take care of the move-in process correctly, shit is gonna hit the fan. So this right here, we have something that's non-important, but it's urgent. So for example, one thing that I had to do this week was schedule a call with someone very specifically. It was, if that call did not happen, it's okay, but it's urgent. Right here, we have stuff that's important, but non-urgent. Many different things are going to fall into this very specific category. These are specific projects that you may have going on, but if they happen today, in a week, in a month, it doesn't make a big difference. And then finally, right here, we have the non-important, non-urgent stuff. Once you know exactly where everything fits into place, you sit down to plan out the rest of your day and you're like, okay, what needs to be done now? And so normally what I do is I focus on these things, a little bit of this whenever especially at the end of the day where I'm just tackling some very specific tasks. And I just leave these, for slowly I start moving these over. Because what may not be very important at the moment, if you don't do it, it may actually become very important and even more urgent. Just getting to the property now. Today I have to deal with the move out and the move in process. It's the very first time that someone is leaving and someone new is arriving. I'm also going to be doing some sales to make sure we fill up the last openings we have for late February. Hello. Finally at the house. Cleaning service has already cleaned the entire house. We have James moving out today. Very sad day. What it takes. Wow, today I'm doing so many different things. Got today in the morning, had to explain to the new cleaning service everything that had to be cleaned. Right now, specifically, I have to go clean all the bed sheets and the towels to bring them to the new person. And once I get back to the property, I'm going to be doing some sales. And for that, I'm going to be leveraging the third hack. And I'm talking about the Pomodoro method. In case you have not heard about it yet, it's basically breaking up your day into 50-minute sprints followed by 5 to 10-minute breaks. During those 50 minutes, all you're going to do is take the things that you prioritize for that specific day, and then during that sprint, you focus on one or however many tasks fit into that time and do just that and nothing else. The cool thing about this is that often, when we have so many things in our head, it's so easy to start multitasking and now I'm gonna do a little bit of this and do a little bit of that. We end up not accomplishing anything. So it's very nice just to take that sprint time to focus on one very specific thing. And the ideal thing is to have a task that's measurable, right? You can't just say business plan, sales, or community outreach. I'm gonna say, okay, during these 50 minutes, I'm gonna list out all the different communities and then I'm going to reach out to 10 of them, right? After the 50 minutes, I'm gonna know, okay, I did list out, and then over time, you figure out exactly what works best. Late night dinner. It's almost midnight at this point. It's been a long day. James left today. We had Mark, a new guy, come in. Very, very nice. We watched a movie together. It was really, really nice. But also very stressful because I was just doing so many things at the same time. And, I did manage to prioritize things. I was able to leverage the Pomodoro to actually get a lot of things done. But at some point, there's just too many things to do, which leads to my fourth hack, which is delegating things. And basically, slowly over the last few weeks, we've actually been building the team. We incorporated a content creator intern to edit these videos, to do all the reels, to do the podcasts, which are looking amazing. I'm really, really excited. But today I also had some interviews with some potential VAs. And here's actually how it went. Just had some calls with some potential virtual assistants who are going to be helping me streamline a lot of the processes of the business, a lot of the heavy and smaller tasks that are keeping me away from actually, focusing on the bigger vision, the actual strategy, and the real important things of the business that are driving the business forward. And so in the previous weeks prior to this, I've been really documenting everything I've been doing, kind of from writing this post, sending the newsletter, fucking anything, so that I know exactly all of the specific processes, all of the tasks that are happening in the background to make sure that the business is actually moving forward. And now that I have a great overview over everything that's happening, I can start delegating many of these specific tasks to someone else. Over time, I'm going to also be creating a lot of really writing down the actual process so that after this person even leaves, I can literally just take these checklists, or they also call them SOPs, standard operating procedures, so that anyone who then comes afterwards knows exactly what needs to be done. And at the same time, I'm not wasting any of my time, on these nitty gritty things. We've gotten now to the final part of the video. Doesn't seem like there's much more to be done, but why am I not just going straight to sleep? Well, before I go to sleep, I do this very last thing. And this is my hack number 5, which is actually to plan the day before the next day. So many times it's happened to me that I just have so many things going on. You wake up and you don't even know where to start. It overwhelms you. You end up staying in bed. You check out your phone. 1 hour has passed. You should be getting shit done, but which one do I start with? And so I find it extremely, extremely useful to write down the night before the things I'm going to be focusing on the next day. I have perspective. I know exactly what needs to be done. Everything is still very fresh from the previous day. At the same time, I wake up, I know what to do, and I'm not wasting any of my time. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. Summing up, all you have to do to stay productive, to move your business forward consistently, and always keep getting shit done is 1, taking care of your health, because this is a marathon and this is the vehicle that is actually going to take you to where you want to go. to leverage the importance versus urgency matrix to prioritize all the tasks that you have to do, leverage the Pomodoro method to actually get shit done and focus on one task at a time. At the same time, delegate when things become too heavy, because by yourself it's going to be very, very hard. And what you can also do is leverage tools such as Zapier automations that can also do the work for you in the background. And finally, before you go to sleep, make sure you plan the next day so you wake up like a machine. Thank you so much for watching. And in case you're new and you're wondering, who the fuck is this guy? What business is he even running? What is charisma? I invite you to check out, first of all, this video, which is the complete house tour of the finished and renovated co-living space that I opened up a month and a half ago. Right here is the video showing more the day in the life of, the actual residents within a co-living space. All the residents right here are also, mainly entrepreneurs, creators, creatives. And if you yourself are an entrepreneur, a creator embarking on your entrepreneurial journey yourself, you're also interested in community building and living your dream life, I also invite you to subscribe right here. And I will see you next week. Thank you.